You are supposed to learn what are outbreeding devices. For that, you have to know what is outbreeding, what is inbreeding in plants. Outbreeding means cross pollination, pollination between two different plants of the same species. This brings about variations, variability among the offspring. Inbreeding means self pollination. Inbreeding does not have any scope for variations. There is no variation, there is no variability among the progeny plants if it is inbreeding. Outbreeding, inbreeding. Now, what is the problem with inbreeding or self pollination? Inbreeding or self pollination usually occurs in the flowers which have both androecium, gynoecium within the same flower. That means bisexual flowers or hermaphrodite flowers. But most of the plants in the nature have bisexual flowers. But they avoid inbreeding. They encourage outbreeding. Why? Most of the flowering plants encourage cross-pollination or outbreeding and they avoid self-pollination or inbreeding because continuous self-pollination or continuous inbreeding results in inbreeding depression. Inbreeding depression means fertility of the progeny plants are reduced generation after generation. The fertility of the progeny plants progressively become reduced, and there is very less variability, very less variations among the progeny plants. All the progeny plants are similar in the traits, in the characteristics, generation after generation. So this does not provide any scope for evolution of new species. In order to avoid inbreeding depression, the flowering plants usually encourage outbreeding and avoid inbreeding. How do they avoid inbreeding? For this, they have adopted 3 devices which are called outbreeding devices. 3 important devices by which they encourage outbreeding and discourage inbreeding. The 3 outbreeding devices. Number 1, flowering plants which have bisexual flowers usually prevent autogamy. Autogamy means what? Autogamy means transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma inside the same flower. That causes inbreeding depression. So how to prevent autogamy? This is the first mechanism. This is the first and most important outbreeding device preventing autogamy. In most of the flowering plants, what happens? There is no synchrony between pollen release and stigma receptivity. The pollen release and stigma receptivity are not synchronized. That means pollens are released, but the stigma does not become receptive. Or stigma becomes receptive, ready to receive the pollens, but pollens are not yet released from anther. So there is no synchrony between the pollen release and stigma receptivity. As a result, autogamy does not occur. Then another device, another method to prevent autogamy, anther and stigma within the same flower are placed at different positions so that pollens released from anther do not come in contact with stigma to prevent autogamy. So this is the most important outbreeding device which prevents autogamy. Number 2, self-incompatibility or self-sterility. This is a genetic mechanism by which self-pollination is prevented. The pollens are released from the anther within the same flower, but the pollen is not able to fertilize the ovule of the same flower. The pollen of the same flower is not able, it is sterile, it is self-incompatible. It is not able to fertilize the ovule of the same flower or ovule of a different flower but on the same plant. That means pollens are self-sterile, self-incompatible. And this is achieved by preventing germination of pollen or growth of the pollen tube inside the style. The pollens are released and may be deposited on the stigma of the same flower, but pollens do not germinate. Or pollen tube does not grow inside the style. So pollen germination or pollen tube growth do not occur. As a result, there is no fertilization of the ovule in the same flower or on a different flower but in the same plant. So this also prevents self-pollination. This mechanism is called self-incompatibility or self-sterility. Number 3, production of unisexual flowers. That means male flowers and female flowers are separate. They are called unisexual flowers. In some plants like castor and maize, unisexual flowers are born. That means on the same plant, male flower, female flower are born. The plant is monoecious. Monoecious means the same plant, the same individual has both male and female flowers. So the plant is bisexual or monoecious. But the flowers are separate, male and female. Male flower has only stamen, female flower has only pistil. Pistillate flower, staminate flower. So flowers are unisexual, but they are born on the same plant. In this case, pollination occurs between male and female flowers on the same plant. That means geitonogamy occurs, but autogamy does not occur. Autogamy is prevented. In some other plants like papaya, which is dioecious. Dioecious means male and female flowers are born on different plants. So some papaya plants have only male flowers. They are male plants. Some papaya plants have only female flowers. They are female plants. In this case, the plant is called dioecious. Now, this prevents both autogamy, geitonogamy. This kind of plant performs only cross-pollination. So, these are the 3 outbreeding devices by which the flowering plants in nature always discourage self-pollination.